Hey friends, I just want to give you a really quick astrology update. I like to try to be the astrologer that actually is more positive, and not that I am, some Pollyanna, but I definitely have noticed over the years that the Eastern astrologers that I used to follow and or not want to follow were often talking about things that were I just felt like negative all the time. And that is something that I think all astrologers need to be aware of because I mean people yeah, it's just another reason why astrology gets a bad rap, but it's also for good reason. So I'm bringing this up because, I'm going to talk about a few aspects that are challenging and that have been challenging this week that I didn't talk about in my long video. So I just kind of want people to be aware that, as I had said already, Thursday, the November 13th, is a closed energy day. It's very low energy. And so I had suggested like just try to keep it as simple as possible, like go to work, come home, don't really plan on anything. And there is that energy, of course, of that going on. What I didn't mention is that also we have a conjunction with the moon and K2, which is known as like the headless dragon. And when that is conjunct with the moon is about the people, and it can be about our mind, and it can really bring a lot of emotions to the surface. So um, there is a possibility that we could not be in our right minds with this energy. And, there is to do with karmic things of the past to do with K2. This is also square to Mars on this day. And so this is where it gets even more troublesome is with this square to Mars, it can really make really this heightened anger that K2 can already have. They already say that K2 is like 100 times more potent. It's like 100 times more of a Mars energy on steroids, and Mars is the energy of war and aggression and action. There's positive energies. So yes, it will be a really powerful day to possibly motivate and or do something, possibly even be courageous. However, I just think we are going to have to be a little bit more aware of not using it in a negative way and or trying not to be overreactive if things in the world are created that are negative. That is just something, that we need to be aware of. I almost don't really want to talk about this, but I want to just briefly say that if anybody struggled with the energies of November 11th, I talked about this Young Wood Monkey Day and it being a received day, all the positives of the problem solving, etc. This day, because it's a monkey day and we're in the snake year, it created part of that ungrateful punishment that is created with the tiger energy. So if you have tiger in your chart, you could have really experienced some hardship yesterday. Um, yeah, I'm going to struggle to talk about this, but yesterday there was a child that was hit here in our area, and I'm trying not to cry about it again. So, uh, it was a child that was a pedestrian that was hit by a car and was killed. And that is part of that energy. I assume that most likely this child and or the family had a strong tiger energy in their chart. And those are the kinds of energies that, and things that can happen in the most negative, worst form, in the most worst negative form possible. So anyway, these are just things that we need to be aware of. I'm not here to scare anybody. I'm also here to be realistic that it's just like, all of us know we sometimes have bad days. Sometimes things in life are really just not fun. They're not fair and it's rough. So as I talked a lot about in my video before, and I will put the link to the full week's video that will go through the energies through Friday. Every week, I do a video from Saturday to Friday for the energies through the Chinese and sidereal energies for the week. But yeah, so I will have that below. But yeah, as I've said a lot of times, like, let's get out and do our earthing. Let's do our breathwork yoga. I offer breathwork yoga. Whatever kind of yoga you want to do, this is a really amazing form that actually helps us to be emotionally resilient. It has really helped me to stay centered and calm in times that have been really tough. And I think collectively we're in a really tough time right now. So I know a lot of us, a lot of people had a very difficult time through the last full moon. And yeah, so I hope things are easing up for those of you that have been going through it. And just take really good care. Lots of creating protection around ourselves. Be careful out driving, all the good stuff to protect ourselves. Yeah, prayers and always asking our guides to assist us as well. So I'm going to leave you with that again for the rest of the week. Check the rest of the video here. And thanks so much. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.